I simply don't want to make tonight about myself.
Was there something else that made you guys decide, like, you know what, we want this guy still here?
I love the question.
Miss Money in the Bank.
When somebody achieves something, they come to the bag and everybody's there hugging them and all of that. When I walked backstage today, there was no one.
5 Hot, 5 Not. This is the series in which I look at the 5 hottest wrestlers coming from the previous PLE Money in the Bank and the 5 not hottest wrestlers from also Money in the Bank. We're actually going to include Raw here as well. Raw was such a banger of an episode. I enjoyed it more than Money in the Bank that we're adding 2 slots and making it 5 instead of 3. 3 is usually what we do. All right, first slot is going to go to rtruth / Ron Killings. This was a crazy one. This is a crazy one. rtruth, like a week and a half ago, fired. Well, not renewed. You are future endeavored, and I guess, you know, it's like it sucked. This is a company man, 17 years at WWE, also had a stint before that as well, and it's like, yeah, he was gonna be fine. He made a lot of money, but we were all just like, what? rtruth? Our childhood hero? They got rid of him, the funniest guy on the roster, the guy that we had grown to know and love and just appreciated to no ends, and they just like, poof, gone. After a program with John Cena, nonetheless, and we were just all flabber and gasted. So then we just started tweeting, and we started shouting and chanting, we want truth, and guess what? We actually won. We actually won because that Money in the Bank in that abysmal tag team match with John Cena and Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, where you have John Cena taking his first pin of his retirement tour. Well, no one's talking about that. You know why? Because,
Wait a minute. Who the?
rtruth returned, and he cost John Cena the match. And then not only that, but then the next night on Raw, well, it's not rtruth anymore, it's Ron Killings. We come to find out WWE had messed up so much, and they saw such a PR nightmare that Nick Khan called Truth himself, and they worked out a deal, and Truth is back, but not just Truth. The Truth will set you free, and we need to put some respect on Ron Killings' name, because it looks like the guy that the fans got back is not necessarily rtruth, but is now Ron the Truth Killings, and we shall see what that brings. But that said, he's hot right now. Red hot. And you know what else is hot? The fact that this channel is almost at 20,000 subscribers. That's what's hot, and that's what's up. And once we hit 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away a belt. This belt right here could be yours. How do you win it? Well, all you got to do is comment below. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. Ding, ding, ding. Notification. I know what you're thinking. I got to hit 2 buttons to do a comment? Yeah. Come on, give me a break. Is that a bad deal? 2 buttons and a comment, and you can win a $600 belt? This is not a toy. It's a replica. Also, you know what? I'm adding one more button now. You gotta thumbs up the video because this thumb loves its ups, don't you? Yes! I love ups! So help me and the thumb. Help us out to get to 20,000 subscribers so I can quit my day job and produce wrestling content full time, baby. Also, red hot right now are birthdays, and I want to wish Dominic, not Dirty Dom, but not so Dirty Dom, a happy 7th birthday. Yes, that's right. I found out that one of my most special and coolest viewers is turning 7 years old tomorrow on Thursday. So very, very, very happy birthday to you, my friend. All right, so you know what's not hot? Triple H, you're not hot, dude, and you're not fooling anybody. You straight up lied to us at the press conference.
Was he actually released or leaving the company?
Enjoying the show? All part of the show, man.
That's not cool, man. That's not cool. When you were asked, was rtruth or did the fans have a part to play in all this, getting rtruth back, you were like, did you enjoy the show? All part of the show. No, man. Not part of the show. We know that we forced your hand, and you know what? I'm gonna run. This is my victory lap. This is my victory lap right now. Kudos to us fans for getting R-Truth back. And like Triple H, do what Cody did. He said, you wanted R-Truth? You told us you wanted R-Truth? So you got R-Truth. Thank you for letting us hear you. Thank you for letting your voice be heard. But no, Triple H has to be like, yeah, part of the show. All good. You're so bad, Triple H, at these press conferences. Stop going to the press conferences, dude. If anything, Cody, this is where Cody excels at. Just throw Cody out to handle your press conferences from now on, Triple H, because you do a horrible job there. But you know what? It makes me laugh, though. Don't get me wrong. I find it entertaining, but not in the entertaining way that I think that you are intending, because you are like, you just fumble it so bad. The press conferences that it's just hilarious to me. Next hot is Seth freaking Rollins. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I kinda don't want him on this list because I would have rather somebody else, LA Knight, to have won the Money in the Bank. But that said, I can't deny it. He won the Money in the Bank. He can pick his shot. He can pick his champion. And on the previous episode of Smackdown, he pretty much came out and just bullied every single person. And yeah, so it's like, I gotta put Seth on the hot list. I'm not over the moon with it. I'm parallel to the moon with it. We're right here. I wish I was over the moon because I do like Seth Rollins' faction. I think it's just starting off just too slow for me. And I don't know. I just personally am not a fan of where the faction is at the moment. And I feel like it's pushed back Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker to just the muscle, when I feel like this could have been an evolution where we're trying to build up the next generation. There's just a lot of things about it, but it doesn't matter. Storyline wise, doesn't matter how I feel. Storyline wise, Seth Rollins is Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's the leader of a super strong faction, and he even came out during a John Cena CM Punk promo just to let him know, hey, it doesn't matter what you guys do, I'm going to win the belt. So I got to put Seth on the hot list, even if I'd rather not. That's a good segue, though, for someone who's not on the hot list, and that would be Bronson Reed. Because Bronson Reed, last year before he got injured, he demolished Seth Rollins and made his presence felt. He had a banger of a feud with Braun Strowman, of all people. I was like, oh, Braun Strowman's so boring as a face, and yet that was one of the best feuds of last year. Bronson Reed was doing such good work. Now I do feel that he kind of got forced into the background when he joined Solo Sikoa's bloodline at War Games, but then again, here he was sharing a ring with Roman Reigns and CM Punk in the main event of War Games Survivor Series. I couldn't fault him for being in that. But that said, he got injured because he did an unnecessary bump by jumping off the top of the steel cage, got injured, and well, we've been waiting for him to come back. I've been waiting for him to come back and just reclaim his throne as just this beast of a man who would just do whatever it took to get to the top. And then he does appear, and now, has he said anything? Has he literally said anything since joining Seth Rollins? All I see him is just standing there in a suit. He's like Piper Niven. Piper Niven in a suit standing behind Chelsea Green. In fact, I would argue to say that Piper Niven is actually in a better spot because while yes, she is the muscle of Chelsea Green, she gets lines, she gets to steal the spotlight, but not Bronson Reed. He just stands there. Every once in a while he gets a smile. His big accomplishment of Money in the Bank was showcasing how awesome Jacob is. So Bronson Reed, for all intents and purposes, should have came back on fire, but no, he's just there to help Seth Rollins. So I'm hoping that we get some interaction. I'm hoping we start to see Seth pouring into his secret Hervis and getting them to that next level. But as of right now, this is Monday Night Messiah AOP in the background vibes going on. And I need to see some Evolution vibes from 2000 going on. Next hot is Naomi. Naomi, on the other hand, is a Money in the Bank person that I wanted to win. I felt that Money in the Bank is perfect for her. It allows a mid-card act to extend into the main event scene. Naomi's character work has been top-notch. I love Naomi. She is probably she's either my favorite or tied with my favorite character right now, and Solo Sikoa being my other top guy. Those two are just doing amazing work, and I just feel that after 13, 14 years in the WWE, even though she has been champion before, I just think that right now Naomi is doing the absolute best work of her career.
I have known this woman for 16 years, and to see you have your best run now.
And I am so happy WWE has rewarded her, because I don't think anybody could have seen how good Naomi was going to be as a heel. She has far exceeded my expectations of her ability. Proceed with caution. Naomi, red hot. She can cry on command. Her and Bianca, whenever they get in the ring, it's like the best parts of a soap opera, a Jerry Springer show. I don't know. It's just good stuff. It's just great stuff. Naomi now has the Money in the Bank, and she can just be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs everywhere she goes. With Seth Rollins, I was parallel with the moon, but with Naomi, I'm over it, baby. I'm over it. The moon's like way down here. I'm not even just over it. I'm like way over the moon for Naomi's Money in the Bank victory. She's hot. Next up on the cold list, Io Sky. Oh man, now please hear me out, because I know there's a lot of people who chase the hug. I am not insulting Io Sky. I am not mad at Io Sky. I am mad that she is on the cold list. She shouldn't be on the cold list. This is your women's champion who beat Rhea Ripley and the undefeated streak of Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 41. And this is also the Io Sky that has not had one title defense since said WrestleMania match. And that to me is like, honestly, it's unacceptable and borderline disrespectful. Maybe just not even borderline. Get rid of that borderline. Just disrespectful. It's like, what are we doing with Io Sky? Who's better on the roster than Io? Chad Gable? That might be it. Io Sky is one of the best wrestlers on the roster. We're doing nothing with her. Absolutely nothing with her. She's had not one title defense. I had to go back and look at that stat for like multiple times, because it just seemed like that can't be true. That can't be true. Io Sky, the workhorse of the division? Like, how is it possible? I understand we are spending time on the Intercontinental mid-card division, and I love that. I loved that Lyra, Becky, the mid-card on the women's Raw scene is hot, but like, that doesn't mean we sacrifice the main event scene. You can have both. It's like a 2.5 to 3 hour show. You do realize that, Triple H. We can book both titles and scenes equal. Like, I don't understand what is the problem with Io Sky. She's just in backstage segments. This week on Raw, she was regulated to just saying,
"Oh, thank you, Nikki. You paved the way for us." Oh.
This has nothing to do with Nikki. It has nothing to do with Nikki. It has everything to do with the fact that Io Sky is not being used with how good she is, and she's the women's heavyweight champion. She's the champion. I don't even know if Naomi knows who the champion is on Raw, and I bet a lot of new people who have been watching probably wouldn't realize it, because it's like, what have we done with her? She just has it on her shoulder and tells people, hey, thanks for paving the way. Like, you're the champion. Why don't you pave the way? And again, this is not me being mad at Io. It's her booking. I understand it's her booking. But as a character, she's ice cold because of that booking. So it's like, whew, I am sorry. I don't want to put Io. Io Sky is over, or she could be over, but it's like they do nothing with her. They lost all her momentum. This booking is insane to me. Lack of booking is insane to me. So, unfortunately, I don't want to put her on this list, but I gotta. Let's go to our part-timers now. We'll start with John Cena. I'm actually going to put John Cena on the cold list. Here's a dude who, he has 19 appearances left, and I'll say his Monday Night Raw appearance did kind of heat him up a little bit by challenging CM Punk to Saudi Arabia's Clash of Champions, Night of Champions. So that did heat him up just a little, but let's just rewind. He went and had a tag team match with Logan Paul, and he got pinned, and that's John Cena right now. In reality, it's like this heel turn is just lame. Or maybe even worse, it's not even lame, it's like you're just kind of apathetic to it at this point. It's like this should have been an all-time heel turn, but it's not. It had an all-time moment when he did turn heel, but John Cena, for the most part, it's like, oh, John Cena's gonna be here tonight. Okay. There were 2 Smackdowns ago where I didn't even know John Cena was going to be a part of the show. He is so forgettable now. Oh, he's going to be on tonight? Really? Oh, okay. And then we get 10 minutes of him at the end. It's like, yeah, okay, maybe he gets a good line in here and there, but I don't know. I'm just over it. I'm over it, but not in the good way. You know how I was over the moon with Naomi? I'm just John Cena. I'm over John Cena. It's like, okay, can we just speed up these 19 appearances? You're not ruining wrestling. You're ruining John Cena's legacy. That's what you're actually ruining, because it's like, nah, all right, cool, John Cena. Let's get this over with. Let's hurry up. Let's hurry this up. And that sucks. I hate that I feel that way. Up next, Logan Paul. I'm gonna put him on not hot. Logan Paul, he's all right. He's whatever. He shows up, he gets heat. He does some really cool things. He did a really cool springboard, moonsault onto the Spanish announce table. Or something, but I don't know. Something's missing. Something's missing with Logan Paul. When he appears now, it's not as exciting as it once was. So I don't know. Maybe he's red hot for some people, but for me, not hot. Next up is Roman Reigns. It might not be fair to put Roman on this list, but I'm going to put him in the not hot category as well. The reason why I am putting him on here is because they really, really alluded to Roman Reigns coming into Money in the Bank. I did not think he was going to show up, but a lot of people were kind of saying he's got to show up. Paul Heyman mentioned the Bloodline. We had Solo Sikoa actually calling him out, saying, "Well, are you the Bloodline? Is this your right-hand man, Jey Uso? Who is this?" So a lot of alluding to Roman Reigns that made a lot of people think it was time. I knew it wasn't. Roman's not showing up until 4 weeks before SummerSlam. Off chance, the Night of Champions, but even that, I don't think so, because they're going to just fly Roman to Saudi Arabia just so he can appear for 2 minutes. I don't know. There's a lot of Saudi money, so maybe. But for the most part, nah, I didn't think Roman's going to show up. But the fact that they kept hinting at it, they kept reminding us that Roman is ever present, and then he doesn't show. His name is mentioned and he doesn't show. Well, I'm just going to put him on the not hot list as well. So those are your part-timers. Let's go to the next not hot wrestler, and that's going to be Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was actually on the Saturday Night's Main Event cold list as well, because he had an opportunity to book a match and he chose to book a tag team match, wasting one of John Cena's appearances. And we have the tag team match here, and he wins. He actually pins John Cena. But what are we talking about? R-Truth, Ron Killings. We're not talking about Cody Rhodes' victory.
I'm not going to get into the talk about rematches or what's next.
And that shows me that Cody Rhodes, the golden boy, the face of the company, is being overshadowed. And it's like we forgot about it. We forgot about it already. We've moved on with our lives. Plus, unlike previous years when Jey Uso pinned Roman at Money in the Bank, well, Jey Uso went to SummerSlam and he got a title match. Last year when Solo Sikoa pinned Cody Rhodes at Money in the Bank, Solo got a title match at SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes pins John Cena, and what does he get? he gets to enter into the King of the Ring tournament, just like everybody else. So it's like, what is this all about? Shouldn't Cody Rhodes be getting a title match with John Cena? He pinned John Cena. Doesn't matter. Nobody cares about that match. And right now, Cody Rhodes, that means you're cold. But we'll go to the hot list, and I'm going to throw on Gunther. Gunther is your new World Heavyweight Champion. Whether you like the guy or not, gotta just face the facts. We had Gunther for the last couple weeks telling Jey Uso, hey man, you're running yourself ragged, and I've got a title shot. I'm gonna beat you because you are just helping out way too many people. Your focus is too divided. And then guess what happens on Raw? Everything he said comes true. Gunther wins because Jey Uso has ran himself ragged. And it's great for Jey Uso, and it's great for the storyline of Jey Uso because, yeah, he did run himself ragged. He was a fighting champion, and I love that. But at the end of the day, Gunther called his shot, said exactly what was going to happen. It happened. He becomes champion. And then there's this cool segment on like the Raw recap. It's like the after show. It's the next morning where they talk about what happened on Raw. And they had an interview with Gunther, and Gunther literally said, he's like, you know what? When other people, they win the championship, there's all these congratulations and hugs backstage when you come through the curtains, but not me. When I came through the curtains, nobody was there. Everybody was back at their hotels.
I don't need friends. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to whatever bond.
And not one person had stayed to congratulate me. And he's like, you know what? I don't care. I don't need that. All I need is my family, and I do this for the love of this great sport. And that is the Gunther, the Ring General, that is red hot, and your new world champion. Not hot? Oh, this one hurts. This one hurts. This is the last of the not hot, of the cold. And it's, this one stings. This one stings. I do not want him on this list. I would have so much rather he won that Money in the Bank and was on the hot list, but he did not for the third year in a row. LA Knight, is on the cold list. He's on the cold list because it's like, what are we doing with this guy? Now, granted, he did start a program with Seth Rollins on Monday night, so there is hope, there is opportunity. He did the blunt force trauma to Braun Breaker, costing him his match, but I think costing him his match was more of a shot at Seth Rollins than it was Braun Breaker. But yeah, LA Knight, this dude should have won the Money in the Bank. Even if you don't like the guy, let's say you hate him, right? Let's say you hate him. What is the point of Seth Rollins getting the Money in the Bank? It's like this guy can literally, he has a manager that can literally get him a title shot whenever he wants. Seth Rollins can literally wake up in the middle of the night in a dead sleep and just say, hey, you know what? I think I want to challenge for the title on Raw. And guess what? That's what's going to happen. Seth Rollins did not need the Money in the Bank. I get it. It makes his faction look super strong, but honestly, who cares? Who cares? His faction looks super strong because he has the Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed behind him. That Money in the Bank isn't what's making his faction look super strong. Yeah, sure, it helps, but it could have definitely helped LA Knight. Yeah, way more. LA Knight needed this for 3 years in a row. He should have won it 2 years ago for sure when he was at his hottest, but he didn't lose momentum. It's crazy that he has stayed as popular as he has when he hasn't really been able to escape the mid-card. Last year, I think it should have been Jey Uso, but this year, it should have been LA Knight again, and here we are. Now he's going to fight with Seth Rollins in a probably a filler feud until Seth wins the title. I really hope I'm wrong. I really hope that Seth wins the title, but LA Knight is still feuding with him, and maybe LA Knight wins it that way. Should have been LA Knight. And it just feels like he's not really going anywhere. Like he's already done everything he can. If he does not have a long extended feud with Seth Rollins right now, then it's even worse than I thought. Right now, I gotta put him on the cold list. There is hope. There is hope with this feud, but if it doesn't pan out good, it's like, All right, what are we going to do? 3-time U.S. champion? I don't want to see that. Don't want to see it. I want to see LA Knight finally break into the main event and stay in the main event. And again, if you don't like LA Knight, can we at least say it would be nice to have new blood in the main event? Unfortunately, LA Knight should be hot, but he's cold. And our final hot character is a tie, actually. It's going to be Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. And the reason why both of them are here is because they're almost like tied at the hip right now, as Jacob Fatu has just turned babyface by turning on Solo Sikoa. And Solo Sikoa has re-risen back to a very charismatic, must-see TV character because of him trying to help Jacob or trying to control Jacob. So it's like they're like locked together at the moment. So if I had to pick one, it's hard to pick one without picking the other. So they are tied, and I am just loving it. Jacob Fatu is super strong as a champion. He's no nonsense now, all gas, no brakes. But you know what? He kind of was spamming the catchphrase, but he has pulled it back, and I'm digging it. I'm loving it. And at Money in the Bank, he showed up and he took out Seth Rollins' goons, and he like suckered Solo Sikoa, climbing the ladder, stops him, and he says, "I hate you." And all the crowd chants with him, "I hate you, Solo." Pulls Solo down and solidifies his face turn. I wish he would have stayed a villain, but I understand that, well, you know, since day one, you weren't stopping us from cheering him. The guy is just a natural. We just want to cheer this guy because he's so unlike anything we've ever seen, and we're just always enthralled by him. He's so good, so captivated, and so now he is a babyface. But on the other hand, Solo Sikoa, out of nowhere, just rose out of nowhere, gaining all of his aura back and then some. I'm loving this kind of goofy, unhinged Solo Sikoa. During Money in the Bank, I really think he stole the show.
And Solo trying to play nice.
He was like doing everybody's catchphrases and stuff, just having a good old time, doing shaky legs, dancing, and just like his expressions throughout all of his matches, or when he's on the sidelines, you know, when JC Mateo, hate that name, is fighting Jimmy Uso, he's Solo Sikoa saying, "Hey Jimmy, well, you can join us or you get beat up." All right, fine, get beat up. Solo's gold, and he's funny as all get out. And I'm very happy that Solo and Jacob have risen together. Yes, it's unfortunate that they're going to have to feud now, but okay, well, I would have loved to see them together a little longer, but I'm just happy for both of them, and I am going to look forward to this feud coming up. Jacob, super red-hot babyface, and Solo Sikoa, red-hot heel right now, doing great work, both of them. And so there you have it, my 5 hot, 5 not. As I said, you audience, you beautiful men and women out there, you're hot. You're red hot, and I appreciate every single one of you. Please don't forget to comment down below. Tell me a wrestler who you think is red hot and why, or not, and why. Have a good day.